this is something I don't usually what's the word I'm looking for? I don't usually entertain the GOAT conversation, but this is something I feel like I don't know how fucking it started, but the conversation was, where do you place Kobe Bryant in the GOAT conversation? I guess Stephen A. Smith was like, Kobe's not the GOAT, you know, there's no disrespect to him. And then you had guys like Gilbert Arenas, Rashad McCants were like, oh, well, you only saying this because he did and things like that, which is crazy because Stephen A. Smith, whatever you feel about him, doesn't hold punches. You know what I'm saying? There's anything about Stephen A. Smith. And we know the relationship that Stephen A. had with Kobe. He would have told Kobe that to his face. Even he had Shaq on his show a couple days ago, and Shaq was like, no, you gotta give my guy some love. Like, he should be in the conversation. Now, there's no bigger Kobe fan on this show than me. I have a picture of that nigga in my house. I had the moon boot Kobe.
Time out, nigga. Time out. I hear you, but like
I hear you, nigga. I can almost guarantee you. I have been a fan of this nigga since 1998.
I'm gonna say, bro, I've been a fan since the nigga went to prom with Brandy, nigga. Like, we on the same boat, brother.
Like, I don't know. I still think I got you. But we can have that conversation. So either way, me and Dante are a Mamba disciples of Mamba. And I think Kobe is in the GOAT conversation. Like, as far as like not GOAT conversation, I think he's in like a top 10 conversation. On my personal list, Kobe's like 4 on my list. I don't think when we're talking about GOATs, I think it's only a 3-man conversation. What I mean by 3 men, there's only 2 names outside of who's actually the GOAT, which is Michael Jordan, that I'm considering. If you say LeBron James, I have no problem with that. If you say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and you're an old head, let's be very clear. If you're an old head, you better not be 25 to my Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because I'm 35 and I didn't see Kareem hoop. So if you younger than me, to my Kareem, whatever. If you're an older head, you think Kareem, fine. I just don't think that Kobe is in that class. There's no disrespect to Kobe. I just think he's just not a better player than him. And then it maybe as unfair as it is, those 3 championships. I'm not gonna call him the sidekick. He's not the sidekick. I always feel like it was a 1A 1B situation. You know, Shaq dominated most of the game and Kobe do the fourth quarter. But those 3 championships have a lot to do with Shaq too, and I think that's something that takes it away from that conversation. Just to me, I'm gonna go to Dante first. Dante, what's your thought on just the whole conversation? And I feel like, you know, Rashad McCants said he wouldn't say that because he's dead. I also kind of think because he's dead that people are putting them when people weren't having them conversations before when he was living.
My nigga, I'm glad you said that, because that's what the issue is here. And like we just said, we've been Kobe fans since 98. And one thing about being a Kobe fan since 98, you remember how niggas used to talk about Kobe.
Oh, nigga.
You remember how niggas used to try to clown you for being a Kobe fan. You remember how niggas used to talk about T.I. I said T.I. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, A.I. Like, the list was endless of other niggas that they tried to put over Kobe.
Oh, nigga, Ray Allen.
The conversation has changed in a crazy way. And so with Stephen A, and what I love about Stephen A is one thing about Stephen A, when he flexes on you, he gonna overkill. He said, do you not remember that Kobe Bryant was my friend? He said, like, I've said this to his face. Like, so no, like, for people who, you know, waited till after he passed and now you want to give him his flowers, like, I don't say shit now because it's like, okay, yeah, you want to show love. But like, no, nigga, I remember how y'all used to talk about Kobe. So it's crazy that now everybody's trying to make him their GOAT. Like you said, in terms of basketball, there's 3 people that's the greatest to ever do it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has the best basketball resume ever. Like, it's not really comparable ever. It's not fucking close. It's Kareem in terms of resume. What Mike did in terms of the marketing and the way he just became bigger than basketball, that's why he's the GOAT. In terms of longevity and everything we've seen with Bron, a kid who had those expectations thrown on him at fucking since he was 16 years old, and he came in and went above and beyond. Those are the 3 GOATs. Like, that's the 3 out of the 4 on the Mount Rushmore. But Kobe is nothing, like Stephen A said, it's nothing wrong with being the 2nd greatest shooting guard ever, you know, the 2nd greatest Laker ever. He's definitely top 10. You're a top 3, top 5 player in your era. So I think a lot of this stuff where people want to go overdo it, those be the niggas. Like, prime example, you know how like when you go to a funeral and the motherfucker be in the corner crying, and it's like in reality, nigga, you didn't even like this person.
Yeah. 100%.
Those are the people that suddenly want to say, no, Kobe the GOAT, Kobe number one. It's like y'all niggas weren't talking like this when he was alive. Like, stop. Because like I was the main, like I said, I've been a Kobe fan for forever. But years ago, I already said, yeah, Bron better than Kobe. It's cool. It's nothing. Kobe's still my personal
a long
favorite.
time to admit that, but
yeah. No, I said it like before he retired. It's like it's nothing wrong with it. Like Kobe's still my guy, but Bron got it. It is what it is. But when people pass away, the conversations always get tricky. It's just like with rappers. Suddenly you love a nigga. Everybody loved Nip after he died. It's like when I was listening to Nip, a lot of you niggas didn't like Nipsey Hussle.
Well,
I remember this.
Outside of Los Angeles County, that nigga's always been top dog out here.
Oh yeah, out there, yeah, definitely. Out there, definitely. But like the rest of America, I was like, okay, bro, y'all got it. But no, that's really how it be.
Bang, what you think?
I think Dante hit it on the head. I've probably been on my fake love spree now more than ever, because I just believe it's a lot of niggas just be out here just giving out fake love to these niggas. And Kobe is the number one. Because like Dante said, man, and I remember it. I remember when Kobe was getting shitted on. Is Michael Jordan acting ass nigga, fuck dude, and all that shit. Then Kobe died, and all of a sudden Kobe is everybody's greatest. I remember the arguments in the lunchroom that T-Mac was better than Kobe. I was there. I didn't say it, but I was there. Man, T-Mac would have been this if he wasn't healthy. He'd be killing Kobe. I was there. Remember those conversations? I remember when y'all was talking about how Kobe had some ugly ass shoes.
I had them. I had the moon boots. Yeah.
I remember when y'all called Kobe lame when he got that tattoo after the rape case.
Go even further about the Black Mamba. Niggas clowning him. He's like, what? Nigga gave him his own nickname.
Yep.
Niggas was clowning that.
Now everybody Mamba mentality. Yeah. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Kobe is closer to 10 to me than anything. That's not the slight Kobe, because Kobe is one of my favorite players of all time. And yeah, I was down with Kobe since Inside Stuff profiled his prom night with Brandy, my nigga. I was there. I remember that Inside Stuff episode. But nah, man, it's a lot of fake love. But also, the last thing that I'll say, man, before we get out of here is everybody can't be in your top 10, and don't get mad at somebody else's top 10 because that's theirs. All right. If somebody got Kobe number 2, then that's cool. Somebody got him number 5, somebody got him 15, that's cool. Just don't be bullshitting. Just don't be fake about it. Just don't try to kick it. Don't go to LA and say, man, Kobe, I'm Kobe's biggest fan, but then go to Brooklyn and be like, man, fuck Kobe. You was just saying that shit because you was out there. Like, no, stand on it. Stephen A. don't believe that man is number 2. And Shaq, you don't believe that shit either, fam.
Because that's why I knew Shaq didn't believe him, because when Stephen A. brought up the championships, and Shaq was like, yeah, we still be in the conversation. Like he didn't like disagree with what Stephen A. said about, yeah, but he had Drew for the first 3. And Shaq know it too. When Shaq was beef with Kobe. I remember Kobe, tell me how my ass stay. Like niggas, I just think like we're old enough to I was there, nigga. I remember this shit.
And they hyped that lame ass shit. Kobe tell me how my ass tastes. That shit live Sports Center. Like, fuck out of here, bro.
And what are y'all talking about? I remember 2009 like it was yesterday, because, and this is slightly morbid, but the 2009 finals got me through a tough time because my dad had cancer at the time. So I'm in the hospital all the time. The only like joy I got through that period was watching my man Kobe in the finals. And I remember niggas who ain't never been to Orlando rooting for the goddamn Magic. Like I was the only nigga there rooting for Kobe. So it's like when I see all this, it's fake love. It's not real love. The only you got. I'm not saying Rashad McCants and Gilbert Arenas, they played against the niggas. So I'm not saying theirs is fake love, but in general, we gotta stop doing this thing where like if a person dies, you're being I can't think of it. You're not being real with what you feel about the person. I'm not saying you gotta, do whatever, but like you said, Dante, when Nip died, those niggas putting the marathon continues. I've never seen quote a Nipsey song, like ever, nigga. And so it's kind of like the same thing, man. So I do believe he's in the greatest. I think he's in the top 10 conversation. But when it comes to the greatest of all time, and there's a conversation that he's not even the greatest Laker of all time. I think that's an age thing for my group, for our age group. I'm going Kobe, but also I live in LA. Magic is nigga. Magic is magic, bro.
Magic run LA, bro.
Magic literally runs Los Angeles, like still for like 30 years. I watched the documentary, and we'll talk about this on Summer Sessions. I want to talk about the state of stand-up comedy, but I watched the Fat Tuesdays documentary on Amazon Prime last night about Guy Torrey having basically the black comedy thing out here on Sunset. And they was like, oh, yeah, Magic could come through and he invited us on our party. This is 1996, nigga. So Urban Magic been on top since like 1979. So you can't 100% say that Kobe's the greatest Laker. Like, once again, this is no disrespect. I love Kobe to death. Like, nigga, when he died, I cried like I lost a cousin, nigga. Like, my world got rocked, G. I was at the Staples Center, like, me and Damien, bro, that like, we was going through it. I literally felt like I lost family members. So this is not me being disrespectful. Like, but we gotta call a spade, G. Like, if we doing GOAT conversations, it's only Mike, Kareem, and Bron.
And paper on this player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna